One photon, 5 steps, from the sun to your wall socket. No moving parts, no magic, just conversions most people skip when they say a panel makes power. Understanding the chain matters. It's why panels need inverters, wiring, and grid approval, not just a slab of glass. Stick with me, and by the end, you can trace one photon's whole journey, sun to socket. Step 1. Sunlight hits the silicon. Here's the part that feels like magic, but isn't. Sunlight arrives as tiny packets of energy. When one lands on the panel's silicon, it knocks an electron loose. That loosened electron is the whole ballgame. The silicon is built in 2 layers, one treated to give up electrons, one to grab them. Between them sits a built-in electric field, like a one-way ramp, that pushes every freed electron in a single direction. That directed push is a current. One silicon cell this size produces only about half a volt, barely enough to notice. So how do you get from half a volt to running a house? Step 2. You wire the cells together. Chain cells end to end, and their voltages add up, the same way stacking batteries in a flashlight builds power. A standard 60 or 72 cell panel reaches roughly 30 to 40 volts. Now you've got something worth using. But it's still direct current. DC, electricity that flows one steady direction, the same kind a battery pushes out. One panel still isn't much. So installers wire panels together into strings, then strings into a full array on the roof. A typical home array lands around 5 to 10 kilowatts. That's enough to matter. But here's the catch. Your house doesn't actually run on this kind of electricity. So what has to happen next? Step 3, and this is the one most people skip. Your home and the entire grid run on alternating current. AC, electricity that rapidly switches direction back and forth, 60 times a second in the US. Your panels make DC. Those two don't mix. So the DC runs into a box on your wall called an inverter, and the inverter flips it into a C. It does more than flip it. It carefully matches the grid's exact voltage and rhythm, 120 and 240 volts, 60 hertz, so your power lines up perfectly with the utilities. No inverter, no usable household power. This is why a bare panel on the ground lights up nothing. But once you've got clean AC, where does it actually go first? Step 4. The C flows into your home's electrical panel, the breaker box, and it powers whatever's running right now first. Your fridge, your AC, your laptop charger. Solar electricity feeds your live appliances before a single watt leaves the house. Sitting on your meter is a special net meter that watches both directions, what you're generating and what you're pulling. And 2 safety systems stay on guard. Rapid shutdown drops the roof voltage the instant a firefighter needs it safe. Anti-islanding does something quieter but critical. If the grid goes dark, your system shuts off too, so it can't push live power into a line a lineman thinks is dead. Safety handled, but what happens to the extra? Step 5 closes the loop. On a bright afternoon, your panels often make more than the house is using. That surplus AC doesn't vanish. It flows backward through the net meter and out onto the utility grid, to your neighbors. The utility tracks every exported watt and credits your account. That's net metering. Then at night, when your panels are dark and asleep, you pull normal grid power back, and those daytime credits knock the cost down. You bank sunshine by day and spend it after sunset. And right there, that backward flow onto the wire, is the exact moment a panel on your roof finally reaches the grid. Which means we can now retrace the whole thing. So here's the whole chain in one breath. A photon knocks an electron loose in silicon. Wired cells build that into panel voltage as DC. The inverter converts DC into grid-ready AC. That AC powers your home first, then any surplus flows out to the grid. 5 steps, one continuous path. Notice what the skipped steps actually were. The DC to AC conversion and the handshake with the utility. Not the panel's the easy part. The panel just starts it. If you can walk someone through those 5, you understand solar better than most people who own it. That's solar, a 5-step conversion chain, not magic. I break one of these systems down plainly every day. Subscribe and the next one finds you.